Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back in the Bungle Wasteland and we are going to sort out a few things today in a shorter episode. I think it's going to be. You can see the vending machines here have some pretty massive queues already, which is a little bit frustrating. Queues for vending machines but no queues for tickets, so I think I'll move them into the body of the museum. We only have these 2 vending machines, which could be an issue. We've also got the cafe over here, which, you know, we could make use of, but right now I think we're going to need to make a few changes here. This person is on low energy for some reason. I don't have any benches or anything here, so nothing we can do about that, but we need to make a robo janitor in our workshop. I think we have the blueprints already. We got those at the end of last episode, so let's have a look. Robo janitor is what we need. Do we have one? Yes, we do. Right, we are going to need 60 units of metal, so that requires an expedition. We're going to head off in the Bungle Chopper, and we're going to go and get some metal. We get that from Bungle Burrows over here in the awful quarry. I think that's the reward we need. Yes, it is. We're going to send our expedition off. We're going to put a janitor in there. We're not going to take anything with us. We're going to make it detailed because I think that'll increase the amount of metal we can actually get. We're then going to set our workstation up to get something here. What can we set them off to go and create? I want them to actually create some items. Again, I'm going to take survey scanners. I'm going to have them make 10 of them. We've got a lot of money now. We've sorted out the financial issues in here quite well. We're currently at museum level 23, and we can send our brave adventurers off on another expedition into Scorched Earth. So last time we got this Fairydale up to pristine, and we now have pristine versions of both of those. We can go to Forkin's Trail if we have survey skills in our party, but we don't have that yet. So we'll go back to Wishfell Village, and we'll try and get this half and half tapestry finished off. We did get bolt buckle boots. They are now up to pristine, so that's fine. We're going to fill this up. We don't have this one yet, so we can't get the 25 experience points, 25% XP boost. We're going to take the expedition journal anyway, just to get that done. We'll make it detailed and see if we can get a nice boost in the amount of like surveying that we've done in there. Right, okay, so how are things looking elsewhere? The fantasy area is looking pretty good. I mean, I'm not keen on the empty space, but that's just the way it is right now. I do have one member of staff, of course, wearing the bolt buckle boots, so we can't actually see that one. Maya Lips currently has them. She's the one who's going to be running around doing a lot of cleaning up and fighting fires wherever she can, and things are looking quite nice here. See, the photosynthesizer is currently on fire. We'll hopefully have someone over there to get it sorted. I will call a janitor over and we'll see if they can get it there quick enough. I don't know if we can. This might explode again, which is not great, but we keep an eye on this. I think this is going to explode. It's getting there. Hello? Are you trained in being able to put out fires? You're not? Okay. Drastic action is going to be needed now, so let's find our firefighting trained janitors, or see if we can just hire another one. We can. Amy Peters, come on in. Put out that fire. So what I think we might do is we might set up some work zones for our janitors and just have them make sure that they're looking after these exhibits and stuff, because that wasn't good. Right, we'll speed this up. You can see here we've got some sludge and stuff on the floor, so that is going to need to be sorted. Are they actually going to extinguish that fire? They've kind of walked off, I think. Yeah, they just ignored it. I hired a new janitor to sort that out, and they've just completely ignored it. Right, it looks like we need to set up a new photosynthesizer. That's very frustrating. An expedition dilemma. We'll give them taxes. They've given us a strength potion, which is nice. We're going to have to end this survey project. We're going to have to start a new one to create a brand new photosynthesizer then. And I think that means we definitely are going to need to create some zones so that we can have janitors working in specific zones to stop things blowing up. So we're going to do that now. So we'll go into management. We'll go to zone assignments. We'll create a new zone, and my first zone is just going to kind of be in this area here. I'm going to keep adding to it, putting in here, and then We can have them come into this space as well. I think that'll be good. Just, you know, as we expand and things continue, we're going to need this space to be looked after. So I'll have them kind of cover this area here, because they'll then do the sonic machine as well if that happens to go on fire. And we'll make this, we'll just call it botany. I know it's not quite just botany, but it's worth, you know, having that in. We'll then add another zone, and that zone is kind of going to come into this space here and include all of the entrance, and then come down to here as well. And that'll fill in there. And they're going to come to here, and we'll just have them kind of go up in this direction, ending there. And then they can go into this toilet block as well. We'll call that science. And then we'll add a final zone in here, which is this large area here. And we'll call this one, what can we call this one? Oh, fantasy, duh. There we go. Right, now we can assign some staff. So looking at our janitors, we want Maya Lips. We're going to assign Maya to botany. Pedro Dangle, not going to be assigned to anything. They're just going to stay roaming. We need the people who are trained in extinguishing fires. So Aldo Fox is going to be assigned to fantasy. Melinda Curves is going to be assigned to science. So we now have one firefighting trained janitor in each area. And then I'm going to assign another one into science, because there's quite a few contraptions and stuff in there. And we are then going to see if we can hire another janitor. Actually, we do have a janitor who we can train. So let's go to our training menu, find our janitors. We've got one here, Meryl, and we'll train them in fire resistance. There we go. Right, so Meryl we can assign to a very specific zone as well. So if we go into our zones, we'll go to botany this time again, find our janitors, and it was Meryl Scream we will assign to botany, because that's where we seem to have quite a few issues. Good. Right, we've then completed this workshop project, so we're going to start a new one, and we are going to create our survey scanners again, 10 of them. Off they go. Then we've got our new item that we can put in place here. We've got the level 2 judgment clouder as well, actually, that we created last time. So we're going to sell this judgment clouder here, and we're going to put our brand new one in right here as well. It has an increased range, which is good. And then we're going to make sure that it is not guest environment. We'll go with knowledge, and what we'll have to have a look at what's required to get that up to level 3. We've also got the photosynthesizer, which we're going to put back in this space here. There we go. Excellent. Right, we are at museum level 21 of 23. Got our survey scanner. We'll pick up our metal now. Actually, we'll get this one from Wishfell Village first, see what's in there. Hopefully it's the last piece of the half and half tapestry. And it is, so we can attach that to our exhibit, and that goes up to epic. Excellent. Sorry, it goes up to pristine, which is even better. Good. Right. We're going to open up Awful Quarries Expedition. That's going to have a lot of metal in for us. Maybe we just need to build a second workshop so we can just run projects in tandem. How much is it going to cost me to duplicate this? Probably thousands. No, actually not that much. And it will fit in here, I think. On the curve there, maybe. Although maybe it needs to be like that. It actually fits. Wonderful. But I am going to move it along one. Like that. And then in our second workshop, we will start work on the Robo Janitor. Here we go. Right. Excellent. So what we also need to do is have a look at what's required of us to get these items upgraded. So the Judgment Clouder, we know we need to upgrade maximum. And we can do that. But first things first, let's do some training, because we need to train up a brand new, well, we need to train Chansey Crumble here in survey skills. We could then also do with training someone in survival skills. We already have quite a good potion master, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got Noggin Giant here, who's well trained as a potion master. Lily Solomon's fine. Jurgen Flan. We'll give Jurgen Flan survey skills level 2. Holly Lemon will go to survival skills level 2. We'll keep Ginger as a tour guide. And then I think this is our second... Oh, no, it's our rogue. We have 2 barbarians and 1 rogue and 2 wizards, I think, and 1 bard. Yeah, that's right. So we'll give Gwendolyn Malarkey... Let's give them analysis as the rogue. I think that's a good thing to do. Analysis, you know, perception. Right, okay, so that's gone pretty well. We're going to do another expedition now. So where can we go? So over here, survival skills is required for the Dwarven Funicular. And then Fairydale we've already done, got that up to pristine. The Fledgling Arms is pristine. I don't think we've maxed out here at Wishfell Village, so we'll go do an expedition to Wishfell Village just to keep things ticking over. We'll take a survey scanner, we'll make it detailed, and that should push us up a little bit further, which is excellent. So, and this is being reclaimed. We're looking pretty good. Let's go on another expedition. Why not? I think we actually... Did we? We've already done the Mulchamatic all the way up to 3. Attention. Well, maybe we get some more botany stuff in then. We'll go to the Bone Belt, where I think there's some botany stuff over here. We've got some fossils and things there. We've got Bigfoot Gardens, the Norn Wood, which has dinosaur bones and tropical plants. Chompa Jungle has man-eating plants. We are missing some stuff for that. We need survival skills within our ranks, which we don't have. Although, I think maybe I want to save all of these for going back to Memento Mile, which we will be doing soon enough. Ooh, there's a time-limited event there, which is one of the seasonal unlocks. Maybe we should do that. Great Midge Ridge. We need the drill for. Don't think going here is going to give us lots, so maybe we should save the botany. Have we got any botany stuff over here? I can't imagine we would have. These are all just water-based stuff, I guess. Pebbly Coast, which we've not done. There's mountainous plants on the Pebbly Coast. We need a marine life expert, though. Wow. Right, okay, anyway, for now, let's do another science-based one, then. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do. So, Bungle Burrows, we are off to there again. We're going to go to the security labs and get some of the perks that are required there. And we will take the survey scanner again. Now, we need to get someone with survival... Have we got someone with survival skills in our ranks? No, it doesn't look like we do. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll get the illness if we need to. And then we'll head over here. We'll go back to the chemical labs with a new expedition. We don't have any available science experts. Is there a reason for that? Let's have a look at our staff profiles. Experts. Ah, okay, so we've got someone busy. We need another science expert then. Mark Dork, Penelope Fenderson. And we're going to train them in survival skills. We did have somebody quit, actually. That's right. Somebody did quit. We'll also take Mark Dork. We'll have Mark Dork go with survey skills. There we go. Nice. Our Robo Janitor is complete. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this workshop. Then we need to get our Robot Janitor. I think he needs to be placed in his charging port, maybe? Or does he just go somewhere? We put the Robo Janitor here. Right up against that. There we go. And he's off. And he's cleaning up the sludge. Wonderful. That's good. Right, that gives us a bit of a boost, doesn't it? Okay, so what have we got here? Bolt buckle boots, which we will send to our inventory for now. We've unlocked the modification labs, which requires us to display 250 buzz and employ a Robo Janitor. Easy. Right, so in the modification labs, again, it's more perks and more projects. But we've got a lot of stuff now that we can try and get. So the chem labs, the security labs, we've got an expedition going there now. And I think once the training is done, we will be able to... That's a shiny sticker on the Sonic item, which is great. Robo Janitor is now cleaning stuff up. Our museum level is 21 of 23, even though it says here it's 20. Right, staff need to be highly trained. Where's that Robo Janitor now? Is he coming over here? Because he has got stuff to clean up.
Has anyone seen a thief? No? Well, it was worth a try.
Not seeing him now. Where's he gone? Did he appear in our staff list by any chance? We're going to sell these bolt buckle boots. Or can we break them down? Let's break them down. Can't analyze mythical gear. Let's just, yeah, we'll get rid of it. I mean, we could use that gear. Could put it to use and have our people wearing it and have them moving around the museum a little bit quicker, but we don't need to do that. We've got an anti-rust perk there. We'll just keep going off and getting these perks to knock out the security labs and get them all the way up. I'm just going to make sure, though, that I've got, see, Bungle Burrows here. We haven't yet maxed out. Allotment Labs is maxed out. Bungle Burrows isn't maxed out yet. Sorry, Awful Quarry, Surplus Supplies. Both of these need to be looked at. So let's take a survey scanner there and get that done. I just want to clear off these various areas of the map and make sure that we're doing everything we can. Like over here, Wishfell Village can do with one more expedition. We don't need to take any items, so I'll just take the expedition journal because the survey level will go up by 20% there anyway. We do put ourselves at risk of injury though, so that's something we need to be aware of. And then back over here, because this is such a large map that is very quickly developed, a lot of the areas need a little bit more TLC to get us over that line, like here. So let's go there, we'll take the survey scanner, we'll make it detailed, and off they go. And that's 3 expeditions up and running all together. So I think the Robo Janitor is doing a decent job. It is cleaning stuff up now. We've got areas there. What about then, where does it appear? Janitors, there he is. He does appear in our stuff. We can add a little perk onto him. So what we'll do is we'll have him just sweep sludge for now. And I'll let him install perks, but right now I really just want him to run around sweeping sludge. Then we had a good inspection there. So he'll now just seek out and sweep up sludge. The rest of the janitors can just focus on cleaning, which is excellent. Do I have a tour set up in here? I don't actually. Right, okay. We've got some expedition rewards from surplus supplies. So that's, again, more metal or more ore or something that we need. More whirly cogs. And then over here, we have another one that's just dropped down. I'm going to set up a tour in here. From the Awful Quarry, we've got Amy Peters has injured herself. We can claim those materials, and then let's get a tour in here. Right then. Tour stand, tour stand, tour stand. Where are you?
Those with rotten fruit should chuck it if they've got it.
There it is. So I'm going to put my tour stand right here. Leave it on an angle, and they are going to go all the way around. Start here, go to there, go to there, 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 coming down to the tapestry and finishing at that. Good. Right, so we have tours set up throughout now. Happy days. VIP Roderick Cushion is arriving. A lot of people who are ill, which is quite frustrating. People are just throwing up everywhere now. It's got sludge, so where's the Robo Janitor to come and clean that up? Hopefully he'll come soon. And we have a returning expedition from Wishfell Village. Hopefully it's going to give us something nice that we can sell on. It's another part of the half and half tapestry. So we're going to actually place that. I'm going to place it in here. It'll be broken down and we'll get a perk or something from it, which is good. We don't need to sell it because we've got plenty of money. So let's do another one. Back to surplus supplies. Taking our janitors with us and another survey scanner. We'll make it detailed and that will finish that off completely. Then over here, we're going to go to Bungle Burrows. 20% there. We'll send a janitor again with a survey scanner and that boosted up 70%. Not great, but it will do. It does the job. And then we need to do I mean, we let's go do fantasy finds again. Wishfell Village is now maxed out. Fledgling Arms is maxed out. Fairydale is maxed out. And we can go on to Forkins Trail because we now have survey skills in there. So we'll take a survey scanner. And, oh, wait a minute. This is... We just have a look. We might not need to take the survey scanner. Because I think this is just a... Yeah, it's just an obstruction. Okay, so let's do that. We'll take that and off they go. Buzz being increased all over the place, which is great. We need an expert in the analysis room. Creating more survey scanners, and I think we will just do another bunch of those because we've flown through that. What about hiring another janitor who's just going to work in the workshop? Training speed impaired, happiness of nearby colleagues down, sick at the sight of sick. Cassandra Fluster. I mean, it's not ideal, but we'll put you in there, and we'll just make sure that you are only working in the workshop.
Expedition team returned.
And our expedition from Awful Quarry has returned. Let's see what's in there. It's obviously just more metal, but it's 250. So that gives us a lot. So we get money and a perk from dismantling the half and half tapestry. The whirlycog again, 175 of those. Another expedition underway. They're coming back from that, so it's not where we're going to go. Over in Bungle Burrows here. Is that now done? Yes. Is it 90%? So we'll just do in one safe expedition to the Awful Quarry. We'll take the expedition journal and off they go. And we've unlocked Rain or Shrine, which is in Scorched Earth. Okay, let's unlock that. Forkins Trail is now done. And then we're going to go over here where we have another one that we can do. So we'll set up an expedition there. We need someone with survival skills, which we do have. Rodent Rage decreases energy. If we have a combined dexterity of 25, we can do that. So I guess we're going to need to have a look, see if we can get this up to 25. But our rogue definitely should go. And that removes the event. We've then got injury. We have a combined strength of 30, so maybe we don't take you and we take you instead. Ah, okay, that changes things. Marigold, strength. The bard has strength, but not much. Our wizard has strength, but more dexterity. So it looks like these guys need some work on their strength and stuff. I mean, we can, if we just have a look at the expedition staff, these guys, we can upgrade some of them. So Marigold is a wizard, so they're going to want more intelligence. And they have, yeah, that'll do. Then Chansey, we can upgrade. Chansey, we're going to give a little bit of dexterity to, but keep their luck quite high and give them a bit of strength. Fairgill is a barbarian, so it's all strength for them. Again, Giant, being a wizard, we can't actually upgrade them yet. And Jemima, I think we can upgrade, so we're going to give Jemima some more strength. That might push us over. So let's just have a quick look if we can go back and do that expedition again. Ooh, what's this? I think there's a ghost here. We can unlock Archwise Rise, Mythical Gear and Workshop projects. Okay, interesting. But we're going to go back to the Dwarven Funicular. And instead of taking Noggin Giant, we're going to take Jemima. But that does give us the Rodent Rage, which we need the combined dexterity for. So we either... Right, let's just take out Gwendolyn. We'll take Noggin Giant. We'll take Gwendolyn. That removes that. If we have a combined intelligence of 25, we can counter that event as well. So taking Marigold. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so our dexterity's down. Our intelligence is done. But we have the Rodent Rage and the Tavern Tussle now. What about the Bard? Will the Bard help us out here? The Bard doesn't help at all. Well, that removes that. I don't want to remove that, though. I want to remove rodent rage, which we need a dexterity for. We need 25 dexterity. This is a tough one. Right, okay, we've removed rodent rage. That's the best we can hope for. We'll then take the first aid kit, and then we'll just go and do it. Can't be just messing around with that. Right, Forkins Trail we're back from, so we'll get an XP bonus for that. Claim that. We can set up a new one. Let's carry on.
Guests should not let the atmosphere ruin their museum experience.
I think we maybe need a new Robo Janitor. So let's get that done. Start that project off.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition.
And a new expedition. We've got a wizard, I think, that we can send over to here. Archwise Rise. Archmage Marlon conjured a network of floating studies over the lake for 3 main purposes: to escape danger, write spellbooks in peace, and to show off their magic powers. Let's go. We'll take our fantasy expert. Now, we could end up with a curse here. We need an intelligence of 15 to counter that event. So I think I'm going to wait, because I've got a wizard with 15 intelligence, I think.
Guests stuck in the museum.
There's a robbery goblin being spotted. I think we've got him. Right, we're back from the awful quarry, and that should now go all the way up and be a maxed out explore. Good. Wonder if we can just hire some more wizards. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's advertise a new job. Fantasy. We'll advertise 3. There's another robbery goblin. He's been spotted. Good. And we are back from the Dwarven Funicular, and that should just be a little XP boost, and we've unlocked some more of the map. Excellent. Right, good. The Mines of Ad Nausea have been unlocked. And we've got the Robo Janitor. Excellent. Right, so we're going to make some more survey scanners now. And more of those. Then we'll have a look at our second Robo Janitor. We're going to actually drop this one in here because we've got stuff here that needs cleaned up quite desperately. There we are. Off he goes. And he is cleaning up that sludge. So we're going to once again drop that down. We're just going to have him sweep sludge and install perks. Actually, we'll have him do cleaning as well. Wonderful. So we're at 21 of 23 now. We need to continue pushing this level up. We can only do that by getting more exhibits in. And given that we are, you know, a science-based museum, it seems only right that we continue doing that. So these are now all pristine and maxed out. This one, Bungle Burrows, needs a little bit more. So we're going to go off that way. I'm going to take a survey scanner with us. We're going to go with detailed. Do we have somebody with... Yes, we do. We'll remove that. If we take the XP labs, we'll reduce the expedition time, but I'm not worried about that. That goes off. And then another one. I'm going to borrow the Fantasy Finds helicopter for this one. So we've done Bungle Burrows. Got people there. What about Antique Archives are done. The invention records, it's just experience, so I don't really want to do that right now. We've got the laser labs here with workshop projects and again perks. We've then got the security labs, which we started going for, which has some more perks to do. In fact, we're going to go to the laser labs. We need to boost up our museum level, and we can only do that by creating new stuff. That has a chance of illness unless we have someone with survival skills in there. And I think I've just sent my survival skills expert off, so we're going to leave them. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Then we want to go, I think, down here in the modification labs. There's a potential workshop project there, but again, combined rank of 10 will help us out there. I'm going to drop Mark Dork for Paul Rocket. We're going to take JB 101. Oh, we need a Robo Janitor. That's what we've actually got to take a Robo Janitor with us to combat that. Do I have a level 9? I don't. Okay. It will just give us an illness, so we can do it. So we'll make it detailed, and off they go.
Expedition team leaving.
Then, I do think I've got some ill staff, actually, if I remember rightly, which might be why there's lots of sick everywhere. So let's send Amy Peters off to get sorted. All right.
Final call for wherever it
So
is
we've done pretty well here. I do think we need to have a look at what we can do to really push this museum level, because we're only at 21,
Announcement.
and
Stolen exhibit
maybe
has been
we should do
retrieved.
some training. Make a new training room, because we've got money to do that right now. So I'm going to sell this training room, and then we're going to finish this episode by designing a brand new one that I'm going to save as a blueprint. So it's just going to be a 6x3 training room. Is that necessary? We'll do a 5x3, yeah. So we put the door here, and then our training machine goes there, and then we'll put desks in here, and a bin to dump the training manuals off there. So I think the training desk increases the amount of people you can have training in there, so we'll put that in. And I'll put the third one in here, like that. Then we can place the training lecterns, which improve our training power by 5%. And I want to put that right there, and then another one next to it, and then another one, and another one. So that should give us a 20% boost to our training already. 18%. So we've already started to get diminishing returns from that. What happens if we put another one in? 22%. So we're only getting 4% from those now. So what I want to do is I'm going to put them in until it drops down a little bit further. 25. So it's gone down to 3% now. Then our training diplomas can go in. 9%, so we've definitely had the diminishing returns on that now. Training award, we're at 29% boost. We put 6 training awards in, and that only took us up to 30%. And that's 29%. We'll put that back in, and I'm going to move this one. And then training diploma. Have I put training diplomas in already? Yes, I have. Right, so then we're going to need to put in the training certificate. Does that put up? That puts us up to 30%. Does this put it over a little bit? 31%. So we're getting some massive diminishing returns for our value here. That takes us back down to 30%. And I guess we can put in some more bookshelves. Maybe that'll help. It's up to 33%, so it's not the increases are very minimal there. We don't need to spend the money on those. That's just too much for the limit that you get there. So let's just remove that as well. I know I've got money, so I could really fill this out, but for the sake of it, I would rather have in some more training desks so I can have more people training at the same time. Okay, right, that is our training done. So let's see what training we've got so we can queue everything up. Gwendolyn Malarkey here can do with analysis. Let's do that. We've got more here. Lily Solomon, we'll give them analysis as well. Paul Rocket, we'll give him his second tier in pilot wings, and Scotty Bucket will take analysis. Then our assistants. You're working in the cafeteria for some weird reason, even though you are an admissions salesperson. So we'll give you admissions. We'll give you admissions. Dennis Moore can't be trained. We'll give you customer service and you customer service. And you will also take administration, admission. Janitors, workshop for you. And aerodynamics 2 for you. Happy thoughts. Let's give you aerodynamics as well. You are going to take on aerodynamics 2. You are going to stay where you are. You're going to go with workshop level 3. And that will do. Security. Luca will just improve your camera room skills. And Spencer, you will also have your camera skills improved. And then Wilbur will go with strolling surveillance level 2. So that's all my training queued up now. And I think we're happy to leave it there. So we haven't really gotten anything more in today. We might need new ticket booths though. Let's put a third ticket booth in because why not? Put this one here. And then we will hire a new assistant. Pete Shambles will come in and work in the ticket booth. Good. We've got a dilemma on our expedition here. We are going to release the long, thin, hairy creature. Of course, it gives us monobrow. I knew that would happen. Knew it. Just knew it. Right, okay, we've had some ill people come back from Remedial Springs, and we can probably send another one out there. And I think we will say goodbye for now. Next time, we will stay here, I think, because I would like to get my 3rd star before moving on. And then once that's done, we're going to go back to back to the Haunted Museum. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get 3 stars in all of my museums, and then we're just going to spend a bit of time on each one getting the 4th and 5th star. So we'll be there for quite some time. I hope that makes sense. What I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I am going to spend a bit of time throwing out expeditions and getting everything else up to prestige level so that when we come back, we are just kind of doing museum development, we're enhancing the story, and we're moving on, because I'd really like to get to our last museum very quickly. I am aware that there is a new update coming soon, free update, which I'm quite excited about. And in fact, by the time this episode comes out, actually it will have been released, so ignore that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of 2 Point Museum. It's been a bit of a bitty one. Not much has been going on. We have just unlocked a brand new workshop item though, so that is good. Right, I will see you guys for the next one. We'll get the 3rd star here. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again.